Well, every day, I mean, just being a part of this program and having the opportunity to be a coach with such great outdoor facilities, it's something that I feel like I've never taken for granted. And then we're adding this to our facilities that we get to use every day. It's a blessing to our program. I think it brings some life. It brings some life to the side of the campus. I'm kind of excited to see what happens when everybody gets back to school and like how, you know, the usage of it plays out and like how everybody benefits from it. But I can tell you from a track and field standpoint, I mean, it's been huge for us. I'm just looking at not only what we're able to do within this facility, having a higher quality facility, but just the day-to-day, like how we operate both men and women together in a practice setting, the amount that we can get done in a smaller period of time, just more efficient use of space. I mean, all of that has been tremendous for us. That aside, you know, bringing, you know, recruits into a facility like this, see a lot of jaws dropping to the floor when we walk in, and nothing but good feedback from people, and just pretty amazed at the amount of support a Division III track and field program is receiving from the university. Just it's huge for us.
What we're able to do from the training perspective, just even from going from our former indoor facility to this one, is just what we're able to do with, around the track, in the throws areas. We're going to be optimizing our practice a lot better. Opens the door for different types of workouts, so that's important. And then just having this facility in collaboration with the outdoor facility makes it the best in Wisconsin, and arguably within the Midwest, one of the best track and field venues around.
One of the things you'll notice here, it's just a very large space. It's a long footprint for an indoor facility, which is really helpful from the standpoint that a lot of the indoor facilities that you'll see around the country, around Division III, you know, sometimes they're like smashing the long and triple jump pit on the inside, or it's like off of lane 6 or something like that, where it's not a standalone space where a competition can go on, not having to worry about what's going on the track at the time. For our program, we actually have for our facility, we have two long and triple jump pits, one for the men's side and one for the women's side, that's completely off of the track. So that can go on without having to worry about what's going on the track. One of the biggest differences for us moving from Mitchell Hall to the new facility here is the radius change in the track. So it makes it a lot easier on the body from a standpoint of training from day to day, but also easier in events like the 200, the 400, where we're bringing a lot of speed around the curves. It's not running on a paper clip like the Mitchell Hall was. Now it's a little bit wider for us, so that's been a big improvement.
Having 3 pole vault runways, to making sure that we be efficient with those. One of the safest throws areas that's around, with a 60-foot plus cage that kind of keeps everything contained. The spectator seating in here, it's very hard to find other facilities that are going to have just under 1,000 seats for people to spectate at, along with a 300 plus meter track around the top. Great viewpoints from up around the top of the track. Also get an opportunity for practices up on this upper level, as well as some during meets and warm-up areas. It really is, it's a great functioning facility. I think when they originally designed it, it was meant to be a championship level venue, and we've dotted every I and crossed every T, and we're excited to have the first competition coming up in a couple weeks.
The big one for us, I mean, track storage is key. And the ease with which we can just move, for example, like our pole vault pits and high jump pits into our storage area. And then a big problem every year is when we move from indoor to outdoor season, the fact that we can just go right out the overhead door, bring it out to our outdoor track is just, it's incredible. The space that we'll have to put everything that we need in our storage. And then just like the locker rooms, gosh, like walking into the locker room, the athletes are just, I think they love their new home, I'll say. That just beautiful locker space. We, for the women's program, have over 100 lockers. I know the men's around over 80. and Bluetooth in the locker room so they can play their music and do all that fun stuff. So I think just a lot of like hidden gems within this place as well. Yep.
Yeah, and just again the convenience of having a facility right next to our outdoor facility. Meeting rooms where everything's all operational. We'll have meeting rooms for the entire team. 100 people can be in one meeting room. We have viewing rooms, so if we want to bring a group of people down and watch video review for whatever, we have that availability here. Having exercise equipment in the building for anybody that's rehabbing or just an alternative workout, that plays into a big part of it. So yeah, there's just a lot of things. When this is fully completed and ready to roll, it will be one of the best venues in the nation.
I think for our program, our theme going into the year is true to our roots. And so the visual is the Eagle L with roots growing underneath the surface, the Eagle L above the surface. And I think about those roots being our alums. And they are the ones that have set the foundation, so to speak, for us to even have something like this. The success and everything that we've had over the years has brought us to a point where this is even a possibility. And so for us to unveil this to our alums, to me, is, I think it's a big thank you, to them for all the work, all the generosity they've given over the years. I mean, I think this is just here, thank you for this.
And setting it, a lot of these alums have run on Mitchell Hall track and they've been through the history of that. And so having this to be able to see kind of the next generation of track and field here at UWL, and having them come in the droves, the numbers that we have coming this year is unreal. I'm excited. I know I think some of these alums are just as excited as the athletes we have currently on the team, the coaches, to step on here and see this place and experience what it is to be in the new facility and how we're going to move forward with it.
So Shannon Klein, now Shannon LaSure, she just recently found out that she has a rare form of brain cancer, and she is tough as nails and fighting through. And from a standpoint of the women's track and field program, hopefully the men's track and field program, we are trying to promote her GoFundMe page, which is now, I think, people have donated over $23,000 for her family, which has been tremendous. We this year will be, as a team, wearing gray for brain cancer, gray bracelets and gray bands on our uniforms for Dr. Shannon, as she's known, not Coach Shannon, Dr. Shannon. We asked that our family members within our program consider donating to the family if they haven't already, to just show their appreciation and show their support for a family in need. So,
and Coach Buckholz, alum Matt Schultz, he passed away in December, but I know the track and field team is helping out the family as well.
Correct. And anybody that's interested, again, the alumni family that maybe have competed with him, or even those that have not, did not have a chance to compete with him, reach out to Coach Guthrie, mguthrie@uwlax.edu, and he can direct you on how to do that. But we want to support the team. Unexpected passing of Matt, and it's always heartbreaking for our Eagle family to have lose anybody along the line.
The first one, official meet, January 21st, will be named the Pat Healy Classic in honor of our Hall of Fame coach, Pat Healy. We're super excited about the first meet. It'll be interesting because it's like adding a whole new sport to our athletic department. With indoor, we haven't been hosting indoor meets for a long time. But a smaller meet to kick the tires of the new facility and just get a good start to our season. We'll have pretty much full go with our program. We're actually taking a small group of athletes to a bank track in Chicago at Gately Park the day before. So some of our sprinters, for example, will be running the day before, but the majority of our team will be getting after it on the 21st, which we're really excited about. And we're happy to honor Coach Healy. He seemed honored when I talked to him about it. I thought I would get an eye roll, but he was honored, and it'll be a really nice meet for him.
on February 4th, we will recognize Mark Guthrie and his accomplishments here at UWL and beyond. It's going to be the Mark Guthrie Legacy Invitational. Unique thing about that is the teams that are going to be coming to that meet have connections to them. We have Andrew Rock, he's the head coach up at Bethel. We have Chip Schneider coming down from Eau Claire. He was a grad assistant here. And Andrew Bathler from the University of Milwaukee coming up, bringing his team up here, and myself. So we'll have a great competition there. And just again, we're going to recognize all of his accomplishments and what he's done for our program here in the track and field community abroad. We're very young. We only graduated 4 seniors last year. We only have 3 on the team right now, so we're going to be very laden with freshmen, sophomore. A very talented group, so we're very excited to see what all the freshmen from last year and how they kind of evolved into their sophomore year, and the young talent that we have on the team coming in. Right now, we're at about 90 individuals on our way down to 80, and we need to be down to about 55 for our indoor roster. So this is probably some of the toughest cuts that we've had to do in some time. But we're excited for the opportunities that we have and for the potential we have for this season. I know we have some very strong areas, and we've got a lot of returning experience from national meets and conference meets.
We have a very big graduating class this year, which is going to be tough after the season is over. But at the same time, the leadership that we bring, the experience that we bring, both at a conference championship level and a national championship level, I think is going to be a really big difference maker for us. We have a lot of freshmen, over 40 freshmen in our program this year. A very, very talented group. I'm just very glad that we have this big group of freshmen here while we still have that really strong senior leadership here. So I think that's going to make a big, big difference. We have a lot of people coming back. We lost a few that were difference makers at the national meet, but I think that we are, we're in a really good place, both physically right now and mentally. We know what we want to do. We know what we want to accomplish, and I think that we have the firepower to do that. We'll just see as everything, it takes time to let the season play out, but just keep them healthy and happy. And I think we have a good shot at doing something special this year.